Here's a fun fact. It takes a lot to get me drunk.
Oh, that's a good thing to know.
That's how you know.
Drink up.
That's how you know I'm West Indian. Hey. Whoop, whoop.
Oh my god. This is the intro of the video. So this isn't my usual setup, and that's because I'm at Premika's house.
We're shooting a paranormal prank video right now.
Whoa, surprise! I'm the ghost. So if you don't know who this is Premika, Leo. She plays Cal on Couplish.
What's up?
Also a bunch of other people and a bunch of other things because you're successful.
Thank you.
I'm Caitlin.
This is Caitlin. You might know Caitlin as D or as LaFontaine.
Oh!
Do you guys know Kate? This is Kate's channel. Hello, Kate.
Oh, me.
Okay.
Hello. This is Onyx.
This is Onyx.
He is literally me. Oh,
Hello, Caitlin Alexander.
I love him so much. His neck is so long. Okay, so the first question comes from RJ Lackey, who is one of the.
I love RJ.
I love him so much. He says, dream role or type of character she's not gotten to play yet. Also, hi, Premika.
Hi, RJ.
But okay, what's your dream role or character you've not gotten to play yet?
Every single role that a woman of color can't play.
Yo, that's yeah.
So I can't be like a fantasy character. I can't be a fairy or a vampire or mermaid. I can't be a mermaid or an angel.
The fact that like you can't be any of those things just pisses me off because like you would be amazing at all of those things,
Thank you.
And like you are. So
Thank you. I mean, sci-fi might not even be a thing though. Star Trek is doing its damn best. It's always been doing its damn best to do that. Historical fiction will never be a thing for me. Like I will never be able to wear a corset.
Which is so dumb because
suffocate.
it's like people of color didn't just start existing recently.
Yeah, put me in the Caribbean. You better deal.
Yeah.
I was there because of you. You have your sugar. Now let me do everything I want to do.
That's my dream role. Dead body unlocked. So turtle me on.
Turtle me on? That's so weird.
If you had to choose one outfit to wear for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
I'm actually wearing it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a nice outfit.
Just give me like high-waisted jeans and like I love crop tops. Like 90s forever lives on.
Yeah.
So like crop tops, but this is like a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a hoodie, so when it's raining, you know.
Yeah, you have everything going on there.
And it's got like NASA on here, because, you know, science. Flash fact, I wanted to be a quantum physicist. That didn't work out. I got kicked out of school. And then I went back and did anthropology because I wanted to, but I couldn't be the quantum physicist I wanted to be.
It's like I almost went into criminology. Can you imagine that? Me just like solving crimes, people. Okay, number one twink ally said
That much? Oh my gosh!
I don't know how late this will be, but considering the conversation that was had a while ago, what are both of you going to do in the future in terms of expanding more safe lesbian spaces to women who like women of color?
Okay, first of all, neither of us are lesbians.
Yes, and the term women who like women is actually like super exclusionary because it doesn't include me.
So remember like fourth wave feminism, guys? Like we like have to think of intersectionality.
Yeah.
And that like personalities in humans were all really complex. And so this, you can tell I'm an anthropologist, clearly. I just say queer space.
Queer or, yeah, if you don't, I'm not comfortable with the word queer, I totally understand.
Yep.
Everybody has their own reasons.
Totally.
But this, in this case, wouldn't actually apply to me.
This is true. But if you're meant like I actually like you were really, this person in particular was very like out there and speaking up for like women of color when I really needed them the most, so shout out to you.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that like first of all, I'm thinking more of an intersectional, inclusatory space that includes women of color, people on the trans spectrum, people on, you know, my spouse, if you guys don't know, is on the A spectrum. Yeah. Considering the trans spectrum as well, we had that discussion as well. So what I have to do and what I have been doing is just fighting and speaking the truth. Unfortunately for people like both of us, actually, we have like, there's people who just kind of show up later to the fight, but there's people who actually have to break in.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would be one of those people, but I want to say Couplish has given me that opportunity to just fucking fight, because I never had that opportunity, and I don't think I ever would have had that. Don't cry.
I just got emotional.
I don't think I would have had that opportunity if it wasn't made possible, because nowhere else would like that be possible for me.
Man, I remember when you walked into the audition and like you just walked in and you were just like, hey, here's why this show means a lot to me, and then you did your audition and I was like, this person's soul is just like, I need this person's soul on this show, because it's like everything the show needed. I never told you that.
Oh, thank you. Well, I actually like was telling Chad, like, if I didn't book the role, I was gonna be pissed because we were gonna give it to someone who wasn't queer, and I was
I was not about that. Queer people should be playing queer roles.
And just before I went to the audition, I saw my friend. That girl is straight AF, and I saw another friend of mine on the audition sheet, and I was like, these are all straight people.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I don't get it, I'm not watching the show ever again. I don't know.
I have like a lot of issues with like me being like, oh, like queer actors for queer roles, and I'm like, I think it's like, especially if the role itself deals with being queer, I think there's nobody better equipped to tell that story than a queer person.
Yeah.
Just like the same way you wouldn't hire a white actor to play a person of color, because that would
Emma Stone.
What we can do, like, as a white person, the best thing I can do is amplify your voices and everybody else.
Exactly, and it really helps. It really means so much when you have allies that not only claim that they're allies, but do their work as an ally.
Yeah. It's one thing to say it,
that you're
and then
an
it's
ally.
another thing to actually like put yourself in a position that's uncomfortable. Because honestly, sometimes it's uncomfortable speaking up.
When you say you're an ally and you don't do the work, that's racist! So racist. It's like, and we were having this conversation too. When you say like, I have a black friend, therefore I can say the N-word. That's not how it works, my friend. That's not how it works. If you're gonna be an ally, do the work to be an ally.
Yeah. You don't just show up and say it. You show up and you do your part.
But the only thing I could do as like a person of color is like speak on behalf of other people that don't have the platform. Again, I don't have the biggest platform, but I'm more than willing to do the work. I feel like I have the opportunity as an academic as well to speak on the topic. Like, I'm not someone who's like, oh, I have a science background. I kind of do, but I'm an anthropologist through and through. Like, I know what I'm talking about, and I will shut you down. Like, I will shut this shit down.
Like, and here's the reference points.
And I've done that on Twitter when people were talking about non-binary humans, and I was just like, here it is, and I will just keep going and going until you tell me to stop. So don't fight with me. I never thought I'd be this person.
Me neither.
You make me really aggressive.
I make everyone really aggressive. In terms of what we're doing in the future, I know that, I don't think I've told you this yet, but if certain conventions that already exist don't want to have space for us in either the trans or the woman of color,
or the intersectionality
of anything, I'm working on trying to develop a convention to do here in Toronto that's actually like queer guests who play queer on screen and members of the community, and like intersectional discussions and scheduling that doesn't make it impossible for you to go to the ones
you don't have to
you
choose between your idols and your morals.
No, and I'm working very hard with a few people to try and get something like this off the ground.
Good for you. I'm really happy. I hope I get to come.
Obviously. Elliot A. So, do you have a scene that you personally loved filming from Couplish? So, I have a scene that I loved filming, but I think it may be the least favorite scene.
I think I know what you're thinking of.
So, there was a scene where we had to go and like fight each other in the room, and I do this thing, and when there's a serious thing happening, I have a nervous tick. Where if it's a serious scene, I smile and I can't stop smiling, and she sweat when you get angry.
I'm like sweating through my outfit. I'm actually sweating right now thinking about it. Like, I was like,
it was like so serious, and I just kept like cracking a smile.
I know, it would be like, Cal. And we'd have to reset, and I literally took I feel like it took like an hour, and we were like going into overtime at that point.
And like the worst part was I had started laughing originally because you slipped on your own.
Yeah, every time I was walking, you guys don't know this, every time I was walking into the room, I was like,
Oh yeah, and
I
I'm
walk
the
in my
only
heels.
one who got this like view, and I'm trying to keep it serious walking in after that. Yeah, so that was my favorite scene.
The memories now.
Yeah, they're good.
They're freaking hilarious because I remember like the AD had to like go and give you a full bottle of water
Oh my god.
to get you to stop, and then we could finally like we did it one shot and was done
like
after that.
tears were coming out of my eyes, you guys. Like I could not keep it together. It was really bad.
The one I liked was the one where like Cal's going through Dee's painting. I was like, what's this one? And there's also, should I say this? There's a blooper for that one as well.
Yeah, say it.
Somewhere, yeah, there's a blooper for that where I'm literally just like, what's this? What does this mean?
Tell me.
What are these?
She would just bullshit like that all the time. Like right before we take or in the first take, she would just like pull some shit and then I would have to recover from it.
I still do that, by the way, guys.
It's true.
Yeah, so that was my favorite scene because I felt like we didn't get that time. I think at this point we finally, this sounds weird, but we finally incubated that relationship off screen as well as on screen, and I feel like it really worked well for us, and that's what I'm saying, like, that's why I liked working with you so much, because it's like, it's hard to find another actor that you're so harmonious with.
Yeah.
And that was like our first kiss, I think.
That was our first kiss.
Yeah. And then someone whistled.
It was somebody upset after we did it the first time.
They're
Literally was like, woo, woo, woo.
Hello, hi, I'm going on to my second gin and tonic. Hold on, I'll keep going. I'll just drink.
Megan Jane Taylor said, if you could be any character other than Dee or Cal, who would you want to be? Okay, this changes every time I answer this kind of question, but Ed's ex-wife, who shows up for that one scene and just like acts crazy and then leaves. I wrote that scene and I was like, I wish.
I want to be that person.
I want to be that person.
There's like two people, here's the thing, and I've said this before actually on my channel, where I love Cal so much that I wouldn't, because Cal literally is me.
Yeah.
Cal is
yeah,
me.
you are Cal.
So I wouldn't play anyone else but myself. The whole reason why I was into couple-ish was because of the intersectionality. We were having a discussion, but like, so I'd probably play Amy because there was no representation before couple-ish until Amy hit the scene. So that's why like Amy's very important to me. But I also like second season Mrs. Warson.
Oh my god.
Because I love Stacy so much. She's always just like, girl, let me hit you with these vegan recipes. She doesn't talk like that, but she does in my brain.
Stacy's like the best person. Like she'll just
follow
like
her, guys.
follow her. She's like she'll like just like educate everybody on her Facebook, especially about like issues that like have nothing to do with her.
She's a real ally.
She's an
I have to
incredible
say.
ally. She does her research. She doesn't speak over people. She like listens and amplifies and takes notes and like.
She's a woke ass woman.
Yeah, she's incredible.
She's a woke ass woman, and like when you like people argue about like whether or not they're non-binary, she's the first one to speak up.
Yeah,
and I love that about her. She's just like, you use they all the time, singular. Yeah. What the hell?
Well, I remember when we were casting Mrs. Warson, and like I kind of like was really nervous casting the older roles because I was like, I don't know how anybody's gonna take this, because you never know like the older generations how they're gonna be. She like literally like didn't miss a fucking beat. She was like, cool, your pronouns do they them, awesome.
That's what I like. People like that, those are the real people.
Quincy said, if you were a cat, what kind of cat would you be? Google types of cats right now. Colors are not answers.
There's only one type of cat we would be.
Hello, my name is Cat. My name is Cat. My name is Cat.
This is who we would be. This little man.
I don't know what kind of cat he is. I believe he is my child, and apparently Kate, you would also be my child.
I would also be your child.
They've domesticated ocelots, and I would be that, or a Bengal, or
I'd be a Bengal. You know the loudmouth?
Because they're like, he's like him. He's mouthy.
You're so mouthy.
Hello, Caitlin Alexander.
Ella Porter said, what's a weird thing that you used to do / think as a kid? How much time do you have?
How much time do you have?
Okay, my weirdest one that I used to think was that when it rained, worms fell from the sky.
Ew.
And that's why like worms were only ever out after it rained. Because I didn't understand they were like washed out of the ground. I thought they were literally falling from the sky, and so I used to be terrified of rain.
I would be too if that was actually true.
Yeah.
I would cry. There's actually a historical event where something like fish are like animals were falling. Frogs or something were falling. I can't remember what it was. Like I used to, I used to walk on my toes, and there's like textures. Even up till now, I can't hold, which I think is a sign of autism.
Oh, cool.
And
I mean, not cool, but like.
I don't really care because there's a
interesting.
lot of people who have. You would never know they have autism.
Yeah.
And I think I am one of those people. I've never had it formally diagnosed because my mom. My mom went to the teachers and fought the school, and her thing was more that like she was okay that I was in special ed, but she wasn't okay that I wasn't getting the same education as everyone else.
Okay, yeah.
Which a lot of parents fight for. So that was her thing. But another thing that would happen with people, like teachers made fun of me for this. I couldn't translate vegetables, like in my language. Like if you guys speak Patois or Creole, like you might know like there's different words for vegetables. So like baigan is eggplant, but in my head they were two different things because my brain couldn't understand that they were like the same thing.
Same different word for the same thing.
Yeah, so like people, like I go home and they'd be like, here's baigan, and I go to school and they're like, here's eggplant, but I wouldn't, you couldn't
make it.
For some reason I just wouldn't, and so like one day when I went to school, like the teacher was just like, let's go around the class and name green leafy vegetables. And I was like telling him about like all the different vegetables in my language, and like the teacher was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like,
ain't nobody know about this?
Okay, I have that. So I was raised German, so like my mom spoke like a bit of German to me growing up. There were some things I didn't know were German words until I went to like school, and especially university. I like walked into the kitchen one day and was making pasta, and I was like trying to drain it, and I was like, "Where's the zeep?" Everyone was like, "Zeep? What?" And I was like, "The zeep?" And they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's a strainer.
it's a zeep?
A zeep.
I love that, actually better than strainer.
Alex the Lion said, "What Hogwarts house are you in?" Well, everybody knows this. I'm a not-so-secret Slytherin.
See, I actually thought I was a Slytherin too.
You're
but
not?
I did it recently. I think like
You're
so my
Hufflepuff?
friends at no. You think I'm a Hufflepuff?
No, that's my worst
Because
fear.
I
is that
eat
you're
so
a
much.
Hufflepuff.
No, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay, ask the question. I will answer.
Okay. Look, I put the moves on you and you're gone. Story of my life. GJ Phillips said, 5 days in a mediocre relationship or 1 day of the perfect date. Perfect date.
Not because I'm married.
Ooh, fair point. Fair point. My thinking is, I've been in a lot of mediocre relationships. 5 days is a really long time to waste on somebody that you don't care about.
What is it? 5 days of.
If a mediocre relationship or 1 day of the perfect date. Because at least if you had the perfect date, you know what your standard should be.
This is true.
Right? If you had like
This
5
is
days of a
true.
mediocre relationship, you're just wasting your time.
I'm gonna say neither, but you made a good point because at least you know what your standards are.
Yeah.
And after many failed relationships with men, women, whoever it might be, you will learn
You will
that you have standards.
Chris Atienza said, if y'all had a drag persona, what would you perform? Okay, I thought about this, okay?
I'm ready for this question.
So since I'm non-binary, neither drag is technically bio-drag, so both are open to me, right? If you think of it as a gender performative thing.
Gender is performative.
Gender is performative, so I could, this is my idea. Call Me Mother by RuPaul. Halfway through the song, I switch from drag queen to drag king. And I danced the entire time.
I actually think that's a brilliant idea. I'm actually not
really
even
wanna
lying.
do
If you
it.
did that,
I've been trying
I
to
would
like
pay
choreograph
so
it.
much money for that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be a drag queen.
Okay.
Because Peppermint says I can be. So fuck you, RuPaul, and your shady shit. I'll go. I love you. What?
Oh my God, yeah, me
You
too.
did a really good interview on Oprah. How you go back on that?
It's true. I was so mad for a while.
I'm like, I feel like he was trying to shade someone. Anyways.
Yeah.
So my drag persona is Ariola Grande.
Ariola Grande.
I would wear just low-cut shirts. I wouldn't even wear fake areolas because my areolas are that grande. And I would just be like I would do like the vixen kind of work where like it's just like intersectional drag where like it's not even like a song, it's like someone doing a speech and I make it like a dance.
Yes.
And I was just like work.
Oh,
That's drag.
I would
Spin off the stage.
pay to
and
see
keep going.
that. Yes.
And so you can just see my giant areolas at the same time. So
It was good until you mentioned the areolas again.
But also free the nipple, so.
But also free the nipple. Well, thank you.
No,
for
thank
coming
you for
and
coming.
doing
Thank you
this.
for coming to all the way to my home.
If you don't already follow Prem on all of her socials, you need to do that. Also check out her YouTube. She does this awesome series called Paranormal Frame, and it's creepy as hell, and I love it. I watch it all the time. So go subscribe to her there. I'll put all the links below. And thank you. And yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Let me feed you some
Oh
more.
my God, please. Let's go eat some
Let's go,
more.
we're gonna go.
And I'll see you all soonish.